Hello, hello, hello. I sure do hope that things are working. I have no reason to believe that they're not, so I think I'm ready to start. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I feel like the game might be a bit quiet. Let me up that a bit. I don't remember what volume I had it set to last time, so we'll have to ponder that as we go. But hello, everybody. Welcome to stream number 2 of A Hat in Time. Fun stuff. Love it. Fun game. Hold on, let me just do a quick audio test. Testing. Check. Mic check. Yeah, I think we're okay. I thought I heard some odd noises, but I think it's just the gears turning in this room. Okay, one more. Check, testing. I think I'm fine. About as fine as always, it seems. But hello, everyone. Sorry for the little audio checks that I like to do. I think it's just better to get that stuff done and out of the way. So I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the stream. I will likely continue to worry about it anyway at certain points, but you know, this is how it be. But hello everybody, welcome! It is Friday, so it is time for some more A Hat in Time. Again, this is stream number 2 of this. I started this game, first of all, I forgot I got to put in a little thingamaboop in the chat, just to make sure that it's working, yes. Yeah, I started this playthrough, I don't remember, it was like, was it last week? It might have been, I think it was last week. Last Wednesday, I think it was, so it feels like it's been a bit. It's been, I don't know, a little more than probably I would have. But I was having problems with the Wii U because I wanted to play Paper Mario Color Splash and all that stuff, and then the Wii U just wasn't really having it, and then so I kind of used Hat in Time as like a backup plan. This time it is not my backup plan. I'm playing it on Friday, which is the day that I intended to play it on. I've gotten a bit of a handle on what makes my Wii U tick, what you know, how to kind of get it to. I've got a procedure at least. I don't have like a foolproof plan on how to get my Wii U to work every time. Just for context, my Wii U sometimes doesn't turn on, and by sometimes I mean often. So it's a little bit tricky. I could go get it fixed or something, but I don't want to spend the money on a console that I don't really use ever. I just want to finish streaming the last remaining Wii U games that I actually care about and then kind of forget about it. Yeah, so... But this time I am playing A Hat in Time by my own choice. I wanted to continue playing this game, and here I am doing just that. So yeah, and I like this game a lot. I'm ready to just chill. I am not very happy with the fact that it is freaking hot in this room. It's not actually that warm just generally. I think, like, checking my forecast on my phone real quick, it's not always accurate, but 18 degrees Celsius apparently. Which is like not that bad at all. But it's always going to be warmer indoors because UK houses are built to be heat traps, so it's pretty warm in this room compared to every other room in the house. So I would honestly, there's a part of me that would love some kind of why is the name blanking? Like, I don't know, temperature meter thing. I don't know why the name of it is blanking. The thing that reads tells you what the temperature is in a specific room. Because, like, I can check the forecast and that tells me what the temperature is outside, which gives me an idea. But I don't know. But on the other hand, I feel like not knowing would be better. I feel like I'm better off not knowing exactly what the temperature is, because I feel like the more I know, it's just going to get into my head. So probably best to not know that information. Yeah, it's a little bit warm today. Actually, because of that, I'm going to turn up my fan by an extra notch. I usually keep it on when I stream. I usually have the fan fairly low just because I don't want it to, you know, mess with my microphone potentially, because that can happen if I have it up too loud. But it's relatively far away and it's not making that much noise. My fan has 9 settings on it, and I usually keep it on setting 2 when I stream because it's like it's blowing a little bit of cool air to me, but it's not that loud. I just popped it up to setting 3. I feel like 4 will probably be pushing it because it'll make a bit more noise there. I think it does have a silent mode actually, like a quiet mode maybe. I've never really explored all of the capabilities of my fan. Apparently this somehow qualifies as an interesting stream topic conversation, but yeah, so more Hatton time today. So yeah, this is part 2, as I've said before. In the previous stream of this, we basically did all of the timepieces that are available to do in the first chapter of the game, that being in Mafia Town. There is one timepiece I don't have here yet, and that's just because I don't have the thingamabob that is required to get it. So I'll have to come back to that one later. Apparently you can get it using speedrun tricks, but I'm not a speedrunner, so I'm not going to do that. And even if I was a speedrunner, I'd probably want to do it legit anyway, just for the sake of doing it legit. So yeah, I'm basically on chapter 2, although I could skip ahead to the 3rd chapter if I wanted to. The game's been like beeping at me to press this button to open this room up. But I'm not going to do that. I'm a you know, complete all the other stuff before moving on to the next area kind of player, so... yeah, I'm going area by area. I'm not going back and forth much. It's cool that the game gives you the freedom to do that though, but I think I'm too much of a play by the rules kind of person. Oh, I can put cows here. Okay, the game is a bit loud. I don't remember what volume I had the game set to last time, so for now I'll set it to -22. It's a match. You've identified a relic from this strange planet. Okay, so that gives us a new sense of temporal disturbance in this room, but it's probably nothing. Yeah, so that's just going to open up a new time rift over there, but we haven't unlocked that chapter yet because I'm taking my time with it. Yeah, hopefully the sound and everything is okay. I've been trying to improve my microphone lately. I bought a new pop filter for it, but I haven't put it on yet because I want to do a test recording tomorrow just to make sure it's all good. Because putting on the pop filter will be a bit of a hassle, and I don't want to go through that trouble if it's, you know, if the stream doesn't sound good with it. Also, I got some, the other day I decided to order some acoustic foam panels to place in this room a little bit in tactical locations to help reduce echo and all sorts of stuff. So I haven't put those up yet. But I'm probably going to try and do that tomorrow as well, so that's neat. Not really important, but yeah, I think I'm ready to move on. So we ended off, and I did the first timepiece of Dead Bird Studio, or Battle of the Birds as the chapter is called. So I became a part of the movie biz, and I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit more. Yeah, so I became a part of the movie biz. I have been hired by these 2 movie directors to star in both of their movies, who are conflicting with each other over who deserves the Battle of the Birds award or whatever for best movie or whatever. And I'm starring in both of them now, and more importantly, they have timepieces as props, and if I do the movies then they'll give them to me, and I want a bit of that. This chapter has a bit of an interesting twist on it, where you can see like this bar at the bottom of the screen that has like 0 on both sides. So depending on how well you do in these acts will give one of the directors more points than the other, and whoever gets more points wins the thing, and it's really cool. The story is slightly different, and the boss fight at the end of the chapter is slightly different depending on who you appeal more to. I don't really have okay, as a character, I prefer the conductor, to be honest. I just like his design, and he has a really charming accent. I'm not really going to actively go out of my way to please one over the other. I'm kind of just going to play both acts, or all the acts, to the best of my general ability and just see who I end up with. That's usually how I play. Yeah, we already did the first chapter, which was where, or the first act, I forget. It's the whole thing's a chapter, and each of the mini things are called acts. It's a little bit hard to get a hold of that. We also got a time rift. I think this is in the first act, so I guess I'll replay this so that I can get that time rift, because that'll be a good way to, you know, get back into things. Just do some platforming and all that good stuff. We love it. I think I have to go through cutscenes again. I don't remember if this game has a skip button. Yeah, I don't know if I'll play this game for too long today, just because. Oh, there is a skip button. Is there? Okay, cool. You have to hold the X button. Neat. Yeah, I don't know if I'll stream this for too long today, mainly because of the heat and it's a bit warm in here, and I don't really want to. I don't want to, you know, deal with it for too terribly long. But that's cool. Also, because I'm a little bit. It's not like I'm feeling bad or down in the dumps or anything like that. I'm just feeling a little bit like not entirely with it today. I don't know how to explain it. Like usually when I stream, usually on a stream day, it's something that I anticipate throughout the entire day. Sometimes like in kind of like an anxious kind of way, but in other times it's like an excited kind of I've got a thing I need to do later. But today I didn't get that feeling. I was just kind of like, I was consciously aware that I was going to stream later, but I wasn't thinking about it much until right before it was time to set up, which is unusual, which is probably how I'm supposed to be. That's probably how most people are. But not me, typically. When I have something I need to do that's like high energy or high social stuff, it's usually like I anticipate it throughout the entire day, like it's a major event, and then I can't really relax until after it's done, and even after it's done, it's like I'm drained. You know, it doesn't prevent me from doing other things, but it does make it harder. Apparently, that's a fairly common autistic trait, so that's not shocking. The game still might be a little bit too loud, so I'm just gonna throw that down a bit. Oh, right. Is this one of the special time risks with the special stuff? Might be. Oh, yeah, I think it is, where it's like floor by floor, we gotta collect these pages. Yeah, in terms of, yeah, I mentioned how I don't want to stream for too terribly long today because of the heat, but, you know, it's fine because, you know, I don't have to stream for a long time. If I don't want to. I think I'm getting a lot better about that kind of thing. When it comes to like worrying about stream stuff, because I worry about a lot of things. I don't know. If anyone spends a certain amount of like time with me, it was probably going to become incredibly clear that I just worry a lot about stuff. And I worry about a lot of silly stuff, a lot of like small stuff. Or at least that's the kind of stuff that like sticks out in my mind more, it seems. But when it comes to stream length, that was something that I used to worry about. Like, I was very like, the stream has to be at least this length and not exceed this length. Like, I have to get it in that zone. And I think thinking about stuff like that is fine. Like, it's fair to think about that. But it's not just, for me, it's not just thinking about it, it's worrying about it. I get nervous, I get worried. And I don't, there's no reason for me to. But I do anyway. It's really difficult to explain. But I've been getting better about that kind of thing, where it's just like, I'll stream for as long as I feel comfortable to. That's all. If it's short, if it's long, it doesn't matter. However long I am comfortable doing so. Because that ultimately, I think, because for some reason before it was a lot like the quality of the stream itself is partially dependent on how long it is. But that's not true at all. In fact, that can kind of be the opposite. These days, it's like, yeah, just stream for as long as I feel like. If I'm, you know, not feeling like streaming for too terribly long, I shouldn't. If I'm having fun, then that's what dictates the real quality of the stream, I think. In a big way, at least. Obviously, There are other factors. But yeah, sometimes making a stream shorter than longer is what's best for it. So I'm kind of trying to... I'm getting better with that. I'm getting better. I'm glad. I have so many like little anxieties and insecurities and all sorts of little things that keep bugging me, but it's nice to when I recognize my own improvement, even if it's small. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. I'm not worrying as much. I think it doesn't come from a place of not caring as much about my streams or something. Like I still do care. It's not a matter of not caring. It's a matter of I'm not worrying as much. Which is two different things. Anyway, sorry, a bit of a tangent. I'm so sorry about your burnt tongue. People watching the VOD on YouTube won't know what you're talking about. In the chat before the stream started, I mentioned just randomly that I burnt my tongue on a chicken pie. Not too terribly, but I ate a chicken pie earlier and I was so hungry that I didn't wait for it to cool. But it's fine, I'm fine. It's just I'm very conscious of it. There's a piece of paper pinned to this crate. It's a receipt for a bunch of prop supplies. Weird. Seems like someone snuck a copy of Corgi Quest 7 onto this order, but it doesn't seem to have been delivered properly. Looks like they got a crate of fish instead. Huh. Is that a reference to something I don't understand? Imagine I just came into stream and miraculously knew you burnt your tongue. You just knew. You just had the sense. You had like the spidey sense and you just know it. Pretty crazy. My twin might. My twin and I have like a bit of a weird connection sense thing. Where we just know. It's usually in the form of just like quoting something and then the other of us will just know what it is, no matter how obscure and how long ago it was. That's usually where our twin connection typically comes into play. But a lot of the time we just think the same. Like, we're always on the same page. I think it's one of those things that makes us as close as we are. We just kind of know what the other's thinking a lot of the time. It makes talking to each other way easier. Sympathy pains. Does that connection get stronger the more time you spend together? I guess so. Yeah, I mean, logically it would, right? I don't know, because we always spend a lot of time together. I think what's unusual though is that we do spend a lot less time together than we used to, just because we don't live in the same house anymore. So we don't really get to talk to each other as often. I was really depressed when Grim first moved away for university. I was incredibly depressed. I don't think I've ever been more depressed in my life, to be honest. But I've gotten better, I've learned to deal with it, and we still do talk on a regular basis. We call, we message each other, and we're always sending each other memes and whatnot, and yeah. Funnily enough, it does kind of feel like that we are somewhat closer now. It's hard to say. I don't know. I mean, the two of us argued quite a bit when we were younger, and we didn't always get along. We've always been really close, really, but we did argue quite every now and then. But that's just kind of how siblings do. As we get older, then we just kind of realize that arguing with each other is stupid, and it's usually over very stupid things. So we kind of just stopped doing that at a certain point in our teens, and we just, like, I consider my twin my best friend. To an extent. It's interesting. I don't know. Being a twin is really cool. I like being a twin. Would recommend. It does make me wonder what the outside perspective on like the cliche kind of like perspective on twins is. Oh, there's a page over there. I nearly missed it. I got close with my sibling when she moved away too. Maybe it is like a little bit of time apart can help. How has Grim been doing? Any stream appearances incoming? We've had a really difficult time being able to stream together due to technical issues. I couldn't tell you exactly what those issues are, that's kind of the problem. We're not really able to stream right now because of that. I'm working on what could be a potential fix but to those issues, but for now it's kind of up in the air, so it may be if I do fix the issue I'm having. It's a problem I'm having with Discord specifically, because nothing else I'm having problems with, it's just Discord. Yeah, so I don't know. But just because we haven't been streaming much together doesn't mean we're not. I have a rather big video incoming, or a big trilogy of videos that Grim is incredibly prominent in. So, and those will feel kind of like a stream. So there's that. Also, I was thinking of maybe doing like a kind of a podcast-esque discussion with Grim on a game at some point in the future. I don't know exactly. I don't know, I have ideas. I'm excited to see whatever the trio of videos is. I'll probably post some updates on the videos on the Discord at some point, just to make people aware. I don't really have high hopes for the videos, to be honest, in terms of like them being seen by a lot of people. I don't really have high hopes in that regard. But I've enjoyed making them, and it would be a waste to not make them, and I'm happy with them, I like them, so maybe others will too, and that'll be nice. Oh, I don't have the Dweller's Mask. Can I just make it over there without it? Heck yeah, I can. I like the amount of platforming freedom this game gives you. So there's power-ups, but like you can kind of do it if you're good enough. Oh, sorry, Dragonfly, I don't think I gave you a proper greeting. Hello, hope you're doing okay today on this fine Friday afternoon. Or it's afternoon for me, at least. Let's see, let's hop in here. Okay, we're at the end of the time rift. How many pages do I have? I've got 7 out of 8. The last one has to be here somewhere. If it's not, and I missed it, then I'm sad. Oh, never mind, I found it. We gotta get these pages so we get all the lore. Know what I'm saying? I hope the sound has been okay on the stream so far. I think the volume should be at a decent level so that it's not too loud, so it overpowers me. The music is fun too. Everything sounds good to me, love to hear it, that's what I like to hear. Okay, we've got the conductor and DJ Groove's big dreams. Let's see what their backstory is. Once upon a time, there were 2 houses in... I don't know if they're in separate places and this is just artsy, or if they're literally stuck together like that, who knows. One is into space and one is into like trains and western stuff, you know. They grew up very little watching movies, and they wore cute little hats and glasses, and they're pretty adorable. They both dreamed of winning the Battle of the Birds movie award, because it's really cool, and they both has to have it. These 2 characters don't know each other as of now, so they decided years later in their adulthood to purchase purchase a movie studio of their own. Little did they know that they both purchased the same one, and they were now put in a position where they had to share it between each other. even though they wanted to create radically different kinds of movies. And they didn't get along at all. They're just at each other's throats, constantly in competition with each other. One creating space, groovy movies, and the other creating westerns. And that is the story. How does that story end? Well, we got to continue playing the game to see how that all goes. Oh, that one's cute. I'll take this one. I just bought a flare for my ice hat. It makes my ice hat look even cuter. Oh, a challenger approaches. Oh my god, it's the guy. Yeah, I bought a hat flare so that my ice hat, instead of looking like the old ice hat, is like a floppy hat, and it's got ears on it, and it's cute. Yeah, this is the guy.
We meet again, my arch nemesis.
Nemesis.
You don't remember me? How rude! It's me, boss of the mafia. Remember?
Yeah.
Fill me up in our little indiscretion, and your young
I do like that.
in this jar.
At the beginning of the game, Mustache Girl said she thought about killing the mafia boss and grinding his guts into a jar and stuff. And that was kind of a throwaway gag, but it's funny that she actually ended up doing that.
I'm without a body. I should be furious.
He kind of reminds me of like a Banjo-Kazooie character.
And I'll accept your carcass as an apology. You won't hand it over? Such nerve on such a small child. If I had hands, I would slap you.
The free-floating eyeballs are so silly. Yeah, they're not connected to anything. How do they work?
There has to be some poor soul
Magical
out there
jar
who's willing
juice.
to trade his corpse for money.
What
I
the?
may not look like it right now, but I'm well traveled. I know the whereabouts of all the secrets on this planet. Buy my map badge, and I will show you where you can find
Ooh, that's
items
handy.
that will make you rich.
This is a 100% playthrough, by the way, so a map badge that shows you the locations of collectibles is super handy, but I can't afford it right now. I won't worry about backtracking too much for other collectibles until later in the game. Actually, I know I said I wasn't going to open this this door yet, but I've changed my mind because there is actually a neat little secret in this room that would be useful to get access to early on. So this is where we started the game. This is where the game started. So now we can go back here and again. And there's another chapter here where we can get more timepieces, but we won't do that for now. Instead, we have this pillow fort, which was always here, but there's a light here that indicates a secret room. We can't get to this room under normal circumstances because we can't swim downwards. But now that we have the ice hat, we can ground pound. Whoops, if I press the button, into this secret little pillow fort area. And in here we can find Hat Kid's diary. What's really cool about this diary is that new entries are added every time you complete one of the acts. And it kind of gives you a little bit of insight on what Hat Kid thinks on each act that you do. The only downside is that you can't reread previous acts. So in order to read all the diary entries, you kind of have to go back here after every act to read them all. And since you can't get the ice hat right away, that also means that you can't really, under normal circumstances, see the entries from the beginning of the game, if any exist at all. So yeah, what does she think? Day 7. I just met the strangest group of birds I've ever seen, ever. One is a big disco penguin, and the other is a birdish thing? Is he even a bird? I have no idea. Birds don't usually have teeth, but this guy does. It's creepy. They're fighting to see who can make the best movie. That's in quotes, because no one really seems to want to fight except the conductor. Yeah, this is interesting, because Hat Kid is a very, like, I don't know how to explain it. She's got tons of personality, but she doesn't talk. She's So getting to hear like her own thoughts about all these things is really interesting. So I'm probably gonna forget, but I want to try and remember to look back at those diary entries every now and then. Okay, so we've got a choice. We can either do Picture Perfect or Murder on the Owl Express. I'm gonna do this one first because it's labeled as Act 2, and I'll just go through them in numbered order. Okay, so let's see. Chapter Battle of the Birds, starring Conductor as Savvy Train Conductor, Some Girl as Detective Useless, Crows as CAW Agents, and Owls as Owls. So we got ourselves a murder mystery level. I like how this game really likes to mix things up a lot. You know, no two chapters in this game are exactly alike. I once heard that as more of a negative from some people, how this game doesn't really have like a consistent... It's too inconsistent, but I don't see that as a bad thing at all. I guess it depends on what you're into. I kind of like the unpredictability. I feel like... I've said before that this game seems very clearly inspired by the GameCube era, because there's a lot of like Mario Sunshine. I think a lot of influence in this game also stems from Paper Mario, specifically Thousand Year Door, which was also on the GameCube. Now that I've actually played Thousand Year Door, I can kind of see that a lot more. Firstly, there's stuff like the badges. There's stuff like that in this game has badges and stuff. Also, the wacky humor and just random, like, crazy scenarios that you end up in is also very reminiscent of Paper Mario. Just because there's a lot of like nonsense that happens in some of these chapters, and it's the kind of thing that I feel like Paper Mario would do. It's cool. I like it.
Welcome back, lassie. I haven't written the script for my next movie yet, so we're not recording. I'll call for you when the script is ready.
I love this guy's design. He's supposed to be an owl, I think, but he looks so bizarre. It's like cartoony. Anyway, we're on a murder train.
Why, hello there, fellow owl. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. As you can tell, I am also an express owl. I do much hooting. From one owl to another, we can share details. Yes?
He's like cuckoo.
What is your uncle's sister's maiden name?
What's your uncle's sister's maiden name? Sure, why not?
It is.
It's Jigglypuff.
I see.
First name that came into
Is
my
the
mind.
kind of uncle's sister's maiden name I would expect from a fellow express owl.
Yeah, so as we progress through this train, these birds are going to ask us random questions and personal information, and these will actually have a little these answers actually do come back into play, but in really stupid ways. It's not actually that important. It's just for the sake of the funnies, and it is funny.
Hello, fellow express owl. Do you care about security? I care about security a whole lot. You should not be going around telling information to strangers.
It's a bit late.
It could be a security risk. I can help you.
This is a good lesson for people to learn, though.
What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers?
What's my favorite combination of letters and numbers? I don't know. Fucking letters and numbers. I don't think that'll fit. I don't know. What is my favorite combination of letters and numbers? I've never thought about it, to be honest. Is he asking for my password? I'm not doing that. Especially not on a live stream. What were you starting to spell? I was going to put Organization 13 because Kingdom Hearts, but then I realized that probably won't fit. Because that's letters and numbers. Okay. blah 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 blah. Anyone have any suggestions? I'm drawing a blank. Let's think. What's a good combination of letters and numbers? My bot for some reason didn't allow that message at first. Org 13, does it have to take up every space? No, it doesn't, actually. That's a good suggestion. I'll do that. Is there a way to make this lowercase? I don't think so. Org 13.
I see. Is also my favorite combination of letters and numbers.
Oh, crap. I should have done it in Roman numerals. I should have done... Crap, what's 13? X, I. Yeah, there we are. 10 and 3.
Did you notice that there's suddenly a lot of crows on this train? They all gone on to the last stop. Speaking of, at which stop did you get on the train?
I fell in from the sky.
What do you mean you fell from the sky?
Nice.
Did you know that having a pet helps improve self-confidence and relieve stress?
I can believe that.
Did you also know that pets can have pets? It is true.
I guess that's technically possible. That's actually really funny that I got auto-modded. I wonder why. Yeah, my auto-mod's a bit weird. I mean, I can tell you, it didn't like the word org 13 for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it thought that that might be, I don't know, inappropriate. I don't know. I have my auto-mod set to block messages that could potentially be, you know, too inappropriate, you know, to block potentially inappropriate words. But it's a little bit fickle. But it's okay, because if it ever does get blocked, I can just allow it if I want to. So it's no problem. I have the final say on whether or not the message gets through, in other words. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of what type of profanity that is. I don't know. I'm not really not my area of expertise.
Unfortunately, us Express Owls are not allowed to have pets. It is a sacrifice we must make in the name of hooting. But if you had a pet,
I like the way
what do you
these
think
guys
the name
look.
of your
They're so
pet's
sketch.
childhood pet would be?
If you had a pet, what do you think the name of your pet's childhood pet would be? Linda.
Is certainly an interesting name for a pet, even for a pet's pet.
I kind of just went with my gut for that one.
Have you noticed all these crows around the place? They keep asking for personal details, and I never know what to answer.
Ah,
Oh, hello, fellow Express Owl.
is that a
I am
capture?
stuck on an advanced mathematical and scientific issue. Do you see this advanced formula on the blackboard? I cannot decipher it. Can you decipher the scientific formula for me? What does it say?
This is just a capture. DCB4ILOSE. If this were a real capture, then it would block out 0 or O or something, because those can be too similar looking. In case anyone's wondering why that is the case on some of these kinds of things, it's if like a number and a letter, or two numbers and two letters look too similar to each other, they won't allow you to put them in. That's probably an obvious fact, to be honest. But, so DCB4I lose.
I see. The solution is.
I wonder if that's some kind of
Thank you,
code
fellow
or like
Express
an
And
acronym.
Thank you for agreeing to the terms and conditions on the backside of the blackboard.
Terms and conditions. I can't read that. It's too low res.
I don't get it. How is this a scientific equation of any kind? It's just scrambled numbers and letters, like those you see on an online form.
Yeah, what's this? Bird, anger, empathy. Oh, cool! It's like his levels, his personality levels. So he's fairly amount bird ? He's got the highest stat in angry, And his empathy is really low. Nice.
It's really difficult to get settled down on this train with these crows crowding the place. They keep interviewing me about everything I do.
They're gathering intel. But for what? Oh, a periodic table? Of some kind? I'm not an expert, but this doesn't seem 100% accurate. Hello.
Hello, Express Owl. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be a superhero? The most important feature of a superhero is the name. Every superhero needs an intricate name to their fame. If you were a superhero,
if you're a superhero, what would your name be?
Online form with standardized account identification requirements.
What would my superhero name be? I don't know. Pixelman.
That name is great.
I've heard a hyphen because that's what Spider-Man does.
Savior of justice. I'll just write your answer down here real quick.
What possible use does that question serve? Okay, I've got to make sure I don't go in their line of sight. Oh wait, that's not till later, okay. Best to stay out of their way.
All have parts of our body we're ashamed of. This is why some owls choose to pluck their feathers. Which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of?
Which body part am I most ashamed of? Okay. Do I answer honestly or do I say something stupid?
Poor Express Owl. You should be ashamed.
Yeah.
But you'd better get your
too simple.
checked out by a doctor. I read online it could be a sign of bird flu.
There are way worse things that people could put in there, I'm well aware, but that's the extent of my humor. Oh, I got some ice yarn. Can I knit any new hats? I don't think I can. No. I forgot what the other hats in this game are. I think there's like two or three more. There's like the time one, the Dweller's Mask. That might be it, actually. We got a token. We got the conductor token. I believe these tokens just increase our score at the end of the act. Because we are again scored. Oh, a keyblade.
Wait! Don't come in here! I lost my contact lens somewhere. Please don't step on it. I can't move out of the way. I might step on it myself.
Dragonfly redeemed Hydrate. Thank you very much. Something that I've been having trouble with is I've been recently a little bit self-conscious about being a Kingdom Hearts fan, which may sound very odd, but it feels like a lot of people these days resent Kingdom Hearts to an extent, just the series. Usually stuff like the games being stupid or like nonsense or whatever. And being such a big fan of those games, I can't help but feel a little bit self-conscious about being as big a fan of it as I am. Which I know is stupid, I should just like what I like and who cares. But, I don't know, I do care what other people think about me and the stuff that I like. I don't want to care, but I do. I can't help it. Crime-solving outfit. Time to solve crime. Watch out for this tiny detective. Now we're in a little detective uniform.
Is this the kid with the hat? I hope you like my present.
This is me. Jigglypuff is here. Gee, touchy. I'm ready to go solve some crimes. This is a really cute little outfit though, you gotta admit. I don't think the game allows you to keep this outfit either, unless you have the DLC. Jigglypuff, what have you done?
Murder on my Owl Express.
God, I wish I could roll my R's.
Murder one of the Express Owls.
I wish I could roll my R's like that. I can't do it at all. I can do my, you know, my platypus noise, like, and I can that kind of fills the void a little bit. Like I can go murder, but it's not quite the same, obviously. I can go, but that's not rolling my R's. That's just doing some weird thing with my throat. I don't even know how I do it.
And I can't believe even more that it's your uncle's sister.
Why am I standing in the blood pool?
What do you have to say for yourself? Ooh, you're giving me the quiet treatment, eh? That's what a murderer would do.
It's so impressive. Honestly, the voice actors in this game must have had a ton of fun. Like, very, like, you know, just have fun with it, you know? I love KH. I think the storytelling is fun and whimsical. It's inspiring in a light-hearted way, and I feel no shame for that. Yeah. Like, it's not like I'm, like... It's not like I don't see where people are coming from when they say that it's, like, a bit stupid. I think it's, like, not... I think the silliness is kind of a fun aspect of it. And then there's, like, characters that are very memorable and, you know, emotional stuff that does genuinely hit. There is a lot of silly stuff because of course it is. You know, it's like Disney and anime stuff, you know. So obviously there's a bit of silliness. Also, people like, you know, rag on like the overly complicated lore and stuff, but it's like, it's not that complicated if you just play all the games. And I like the complexity of it all. I think it adds to it, to be honest. It's fun to piece everything together, and you know, there is like cool payoffs to some of that extra little digging you can do. The silliness is a feature, not a flaw. Yeah, absolutely. And on top of that, the games are just fun. They have great music. Like, what's not to like, really? I feel like certain like sources on the internet tend to like ham up its like downsides to like too much, so that it becomes the series' entire identity is just like its stupid story, you know. I don't think the story is stupid. I think it can be a little bit silly, but as you say, that's a feature. I think they knew. I don't think they made it with the intention of it being 100% serious and like all the time, you know. It's very pure. And when it comes to like where the plot is going and where the lore is going, I don't really have any major desires. I'm kind of just down for whatever. Like, I like these characters and I just kind of want to see what they're up to. I don't really mind what it is. I don't have any specific wants. You know. Whatever, but we're doing a murder. Or we're solving a murder.
We're Caw, the Crow Agent Watch. We've been monitoring everyone on this train since the last station.
Why does this guy sound like a movie trailer voice?
We'll be searching the entire train for evidence. No one is allowed to go outside of this wagon.
What? I can't even walk around in my own train? Oh, how dare ya!
Once the clock hits midnight, we'll get off at the station with the murderer in cuffs. Stay here while we investigate further.
There's so many of them. Oh, Persona 3 looking. 1 owl hour left. I don't know how much an owl hour is in relation to regular hours. Probably not much. Also, I've got a little finger gun because I'm ready to pew pew some bad guys.
Oh, those car picnics can't tell me what to do.
Cool.
I bet they committed the murder and are destroying all the evidence.
She says
I
nothing.
hope no one goes into the VIP area and accidentally steps on my contact lens.
Okay, we've got to go solve the murder. But we can't get caught by the core agents because we're not allowed to leave the room. But they're incompetent. We got to solve the murder ourselves, so we're just gonna sneak-fi past them. I wonder who did the murder. I do so very much wonder. I can go into the rec room. Ooh. We got a piece of evidence that points towards the conductor being potentially the murderer. Cool. Cool. Yeah, this is an interesting act of the game. You know, a little murder mystery, whatever. It's fun. You know, this game, no two acts in this game are quite the same. Okay, we've got a key. Also, we've got some light stealth elements. And I do mean very light because these guys aren't very bright. Ooh, there's a token up there. Can I play with these slot machines? Nope. Hey, so it's about 1 month until the Switch 2 comes out. That's kind of exciting. But also, ow, my wallet. I would love to stream some Switch 2 games. That'd be exciting. I think I mentioned this before, probably, but oh, the phone.
So you think you could just sneak around the train like this?
Yeah.
Just drop the detective act. You'll never catch the real murderer. You can
But I've got a hat.
at someone without clues. The clock is ticking. Will you be able to find enough clues to point your finger at the murderer?
Look at the hat. What does that tell you? I've got the hat. I've got detective's hat. Godoy. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, when the Switch 2 comes out, I was thinking of making some simple videos, just kind of like of my first impressions of the system itself and some of the games and just what I think and all that jazz. Might be fun to do. I don't know. I'd like to experiment with different kinds of videos every now and then. I want to do more like non-scripted, off-the-cuff, discussion-y kind of stuff sometimes. Crows are now an available suspect. They are very suspect. This is like Among Us, but it's not like that at all, actually. A mongoose. Got another piece of urine. Oh, lost and found. What's that about? Okay, we got a little thing. Help us out there. Lost and found. Found. Bag of seeds claimed before I eat them. Lost. A birdcage. Need it for grandma. Found. Stinky hat. All mine now. Mustache girl. Oh, what? Quit reading and get back to work. Have you seen this egg? I have seen it. A few people have taken out those tags. Oh, I don't have a key. Is there a key in here? No, I might have to come back later. This is a really fancy train, though. Okay, there's a room over here. I've already been in here. Okay, never mind. There's somewhere else I can go.
Right as he was about to sneeze.
Okay, gonna sneak past them when they're busy laughing at their hilarious jokes. Oh. We're running out of owl hours. Woo! I'm gonna have to sneak around. Can't I just beat them up or something? Oh, hello, is this another relic? It sure is. Looks like a crayon case. Also, there's some pictures. One of, like, the mafia guy. Also, it's Corgi Quest, my favorite video game. That's a giant frickin' TV. There's the key I was missing. Cool. Oh, cool. I think some of these pictures, some of these paintings on the walls, some of them aren't anything too noteworthy, but this one and the one on the wall up there, I think they're depicting later levels. Like this one looks like Alpine Skyline, which we'll go to later, and that one looks like Vanessa's Mansion, which is also a place that we go to later. It's kind of neat. I like that. If they spot me, by the way, it just does a bit of damage and I'll be sent back to the beginning of the room, I think. Anyway, I've got the key, so I can go back. But since I'm here... Okay, this is the end. Okay. So I've got the key. Now I can return. This might be a stage or an act in this game, a level, where the concept itself kind of does a lot of the heavy lifting in its enjoyability. Because when you really get down to it, you're just going from room to room and just like collecting some stuff. And the platforming isn't really that complex or anything like that, and there's not like puzzles to be solved really. But the presentation really helps a lot, make it interesting and fun. And the humor of it all. I don't know. I mean, it's not like the gameplay aspect of all this is bad or anything, just nothing too crazy, special, or amazing, just, you know. But, you know, the murder mystery aspect of it is what makes it more fun. Okay, this is the security camera room. I think that's probably a better name for that, but I don't know it. Okay, we can go to the engine room, or we can go to the boiler room. Let's go to the engine room. Oh, phone call.
You don't give up, do you? It seems the only way I can get rid of you is to make you run out of time. So here's a fun time eater.
It's a dog, not Linda.
Situation. It's hanging out on a thin rope for dear life, just above a wood-cutting machine. What an odd coincidence.
Don't hurt Linda.
What are you going to do? Save it from becoming sawdust? Or figure out who the murderer is?
I'll do both. I'm coming, Linda. Why did I name you Linda? I knew I should have called her Brittany. Brittany is my favorite girl name. Actually, let me rephrase that. It is the best name. Bam. I saved you. Are you okay, Linda? You're welcome. Good dog. Ah, Jigglypuff is now an available suspect. Okay, let's go to the boiler room.
I've never seen such a terrifying...
I've never seen such a terrifying booty. Okay. There's nothing up. Oh god, I got spotted. Yikes! It's a pretty fancy boiler room. Well, I don't know. I guess I haven't been in many boiler rooms though, to be fair.
You should have seen her ugly.
Okay, moving on. I got a key. Okay, we've only got like 20 owl minutes left. Oh, just so it's clear, you're not actually timed to do this. By the way, the time only moves when you hit certain objectives. It's not you're not under any actual time limit. Just for show. Just for the funnies. If anything, the time is a good indicator that you're making progress, because it doesn't move unless you're making progress. Whoa! Nearly got spotted. I don't know which way to go. Which way to go first? Go down here. There's some evidence. Ah, the express owls are an available suspect. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if I got to the end of this chapter in this stream. I think that's a good goal to shoot for. Per stream, just beat the chapter. Today's specials: hare stufado with onions, sautéed rat with sweet potato and pears, mealworm macarons with blueberry compote, I don't know, beer on tap, house brews ask. Cool. Neat. Ooh. Ah, there's a thing. Token! Rift token. Nearly got caught there. Okay, so we've got this room. This secret special little room. Button. Okay, so we can go up there now, but we need a key. So what's on the what's on these monitors on the sides? Like information about the train. Because they're trying to solve the murder. What, a sauna?
Man, this is the life. Nothing beats a hot sauna.
Why are you guys in here? Aren't you like not allowed to leave the room?
Heck it. I don't want to go out in the cold.
Okay, I've got the key. Okay, we've got 10 owl minutes left. I've got the key, so I can move on. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I might have missed like a piece of evidence. Oh no, here it is. The victim is now an available suspect. Here's what's interesting. Here we see that they've got a skeleton, or a, what's it called? X-ray of Hat Kid, so we can see a bit of her anatomy. Few things of note. One, her brain is kind of small, but I don't know. And apparently her ponytail has bones in it, so it's not like her hair. It's like a part of her body. And the hat is a mystery, and it can store many things like burgers, candy, cheese, and I don't know, a vial of some kind. So that's neat. Time's up, SpongeBob. I didn't collect all the evidence though.
Who done it?
We don't know. We couldn't find any conclusive evidence. We have no idea who murdered this owl.
What? So you've done pickle to solve the case? Who's the murderer? Which one of you did it?
Who is the murderer? I didn't collect all the evidence. Where was that? Well, that's upsetting. I don't know if I really get anything from getting them all, though. Spoiler alert, one of the evidence I'm missing is an evidence that implies that Hat Kid is the one who murdered him. I don't know if I would have chosen that one anyway, but who should I go for? I don't know. Should I go for the crows? Protect and serve at all cost. The express owls. We've got eyes everywhere and we saw nothing. The conductor. What you looking at me for, Picnic? Jigglypuff. ... Or the murderer himself is the murdered. Can't blame a dead owl. I mean, I don't know who. What would make for a good movie twist? I think that's the thing. I think. What would make a good movie twist, but wouldn't feel so much like an arse pull, and it would make sense. I think the murderer being the guy who got murdered is too crazy, and the conductor, I don't know what, like we've seen no motivation that leads to that. The detectives being the murderer is interesting. The express owls I think is too obvious though, and this is also too obvious. I'll go for the express owls, I think. Are you sure this schmuck is the murderer?
The express owls did it.
It's true.
Yeah, there is no wrong answer, by the way. You can literally go with either and it doesn't matter.
Why?
It's just
Why
a slightly
murder
different
one of the
cutscene.
express owls?
We were sitting in the lounge playing card games, and we were having so much fun. Everyone enjoyed the peace and quiet of card games.
I wonder what card games they were playing. Uno? Snap? Yu-Gi-Oh? Magic?
And Robin wouldn't stop chewing with his mouth open. Seriously, who chews with their mouth open? So we stabbed him with a rubber knife to get some peace and quiet.
What's a what? Rubber knife?
Yeah, can I go now? I'm kind of sore from playing dead for so long. This
Yeah,
rubber
he's not
knife
dead.
is also a bit uncomfortable.
Is that all ketchup or Ribena or something? It looks too liquidy to be ketchup.
Well, thanks for solving the murder, lassie. Not only did you reveal the murderer, you also revealed that the victim was never harmed. And you gave us intense footage for the movie. What? Do you think I'd let a murder happen on my Owl Express? Oh, think again. That was all just a setup for my newest Owl Express movie. Murder on the Owl Express.
So, is this a real train? It's not just a set?
Oh, you think DJ Picnic will make a movie that's even remotely as good? Ha! I think not.
We'll have to
Here,
wait and see.
take this thingamajig and get out of here.
Get out of here. Okay, we got another timepiece. Yep, we got 13. And we get to see our... So how did we do? I didn't get all of the evidence, so my score is probably gonna suffer a little bit because of that. Which is frustrating because I like the conductor more. $660. Alright, alright. Oh, okay, so your pawns that you collect also factors into your overall score. So I gotta focus, I gotta make sure I keep that in mind. Okay. I've still got the detective's hat. Nope, no, it's gone, never mind. Do I have enough pawns to buy your thing? Not even close, because it's 400. Oh, let's go and look at the diary entry. I gotta make the effort to remember every time. I mean, if I do forget an entry or two, that's fine. But if it comes to mind, I should make an effort. Day 8. You know, there's a lot of creepy crow-type things getting on this train too. Actually, everyone getting on is acting real funny. Even the owls. And they're harmless, nerdy guys. I feel like something bad might happen since it feels so freaky. But the conductor is definitely, how do I put this? Loud? Pushy? How about persuasive? Anyway, gotta go catch the train. So she writes these. So does she write these entries before or after the act? This implies before. Maybe it differs depending. Oh, all right. There we go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. The speed hat that I'm wearing. This is its default look. It so strongly reminds me of the wing cap from Mario 64, and I wonder if that was intentional. There's a lot of Mario influence in this game, so it wouldn't be too surprising. Okay, next is Act 3. Picture Perfect. Chapter Battle of the Birds, starring DJ Grooves as the stylish mentor and Lil Girl as mysterious diva, and Moon Penguins as hungry public. So we gotta be a star. I remember getting very obsessed on this particular level to do it completely flawlessly. I'm gonna try and not do that this time though.
Welcome to the first day of shooting, darling. We need to transform you into the biggest movie star the bird world has ever seen. You need to become a diva.
Cool. I don't know entirely what that means though.
Our moon set. You need to get out there in front of the cameras and electrify the public, darling. Get them really up and going for your movies. Once you've got them going crazy, come back here and we'll show off our new prop. That's right. We'll unveil our new movie prop to the masses.
What is your movie even about? Okay, we've got to build up a fan club. Also, we're on the moon, so we've got moon gravity. Also, I'm pretty sure we're out in space. Well, I just said we're on the moon. But I'm pretty sure if we put on the camera badge and I activate the camera, I think we can like look up and we can see, I think we can see like the main planet. And I think we can also see our ship, maybe, if I recall. Let me get to a good vantage point. Ooh. Oh, let me grab this. Cool. Yeah, if I use the camera, I think we can see. Hold on, let me turn off the field of view. No, not field of view, depth of field. So if we look around, I think we can see things. Maybe. Oh yeah, yeah, there's the planet. You can see Mafia Town. And you can see our ship up there. That's cool that they included that. Especially because with the depth of field effect this game usually has, it's kind of hard to see it. Yeah, it's cool. You can see like the other parts of the game, and there's the forest as well. That's neat. I like that. Okay, so what we're trying to do now is we're trying to build up our fan club by taking pictures at these photo spots. Got some yarn. And doing all sorts of opportunities to make ourselves look good. So ideally without getting hit. Oh wait, this isn't the one that I was thinking about that I got really obsessed over. So there is an act in this chapter where I was so obsessed with doing it as flawlessly as possible to get the best score that I was like on it for hours, or it felt like hours. This isn't that one though. It's I think it's there's a parade that takes place in the same area, so I got it confused. Yeah, there's a parade, and that's the one that I got obsessed over. I'm gonna try and make sure I don't get too hung up on it this time though, because we'll be here all day. Music for this level is quite fun. I'll try and collect as many ponds as I can because it increases my score. Hold on, wait, I want to check something in the settings. Hold on. Camera smoothing, no. Input settings. Hold backwards to cancel diving. Oh, it is turned off. Why is it on? Okay, now it's off. That's kind of weird.
You called, darling? Looks like it's endorsement time.
Oh, an endorsement.
All you
I'm
penguins
standing
out there know my
on the
name.
edge of this
DJ
bench
Grooves.
chair thing.
And I'm telling you, this young girl here is the next hot thing, guaranteed. Just look as she'll climb up this
It's
statue
Linda.
and rescue the poor puppy that has gotten stuck.
I wonder, do they like share props between them sometimes? This is the same dog. I saved it.
Look at that! She helped the puppy down safe and sound. Too bad it ran off and definitely didn't break into multiple pieces. This is truly a diva I can get behind. Let it be known that this little girl is all about animals.
Yeah.
So you join her fan club, DJ Grooves. Out.
I'm not much of a dog person, personally. Given the choice, I'd prefer to have a cat, but I do like dogs. Kind of. I used to be kind of scared of them when I was little. These days, I wouldn't say I'm scared of dogs, but I am. They're a little bit intense. Like, you know, dogs can be very jumpy and, you know, really excitable, and that's really sweet and cute and stuff, but like, I don't know if I can handle the amounts of energy that dogs possess. So given the option, I'd prefer to have a cat. But I appreciate dogs, and I think they're well cute. So hello, badge seller. I'm gonna buy this scooter badge because we're actually gonna need it for a thing later. Think. For some reason, the game automatically equips badges that you buy, which is annoying. Okay, let's grab this doodad.
You call, darling? Looks like it's endorsement time. All you penguins out
Is cat
there
your
know
favorite
my
animal?
name, DJ Grooves.
I guess it
And I'm
is,
telling you,
yeah.
this young girl here
I
is
don't
the
know what
next
else it would
hot
be.
thing, guaranteed.
We had a pet bunny rabbit, but she passed away a couple years ago. So I was really into bunnies for a while. Yeah, I think I just like cats a lot.
Look at how street smart this diva is. She's standing in this sinister alleyway right next to some potential wrongdoers.
Penguin.
Danger is her middle name.
Yeah, I don't know what else my favorite animal would be. I can't really think of it. It would either be cat or rabbit. Rabbits are damn cute. Bunnies are so sweet and soft, yeah. Oh my god, I am Max Diva.
The audience is going crazy, darling. Come over here and show off our new stunner. Our new prop.
Okay, I've achieved Max Diva, so I can get the thing now. But I can probably increase my score more if I keep going. Yeah, I like bunnies a lot. They are so soft. I had no idea, before we got our own rabbit, I had no idea that bunnies were as soft as they are. They're like the softest little creatures. They're a bit more, I don't know if I would say complicated, because I think bunnies are just generally more delicate than cats or dogs. And they require a lot more, I think. Well, I don't know if I'd say they require more, but they require more specific things. But they are very, very cute. Our rabbit, Bonnie, as we called her, was very sassy. But she liked me a lot, actually. She quite liked my company. She would always lick my leg, which is how they show affection. But I would just kind of sit down, and then she'd just waddle up to me and just start licking my leg. I'm like, thank you for licking my leg. She would pee on the sofa though, that wasn't fun. That was very annoying. I was like, cause god, I have to spend like who knows how much time cleaning this now. It was nice. There was a point where we had kind of trained her to not pee on the sofa, so there was a point where we could trust her to just come and go as she pleased, without, you know, concern over the sofa. And it was really cool because sometimes I'd just be playing a game on the sofa, and she'd just like hop up there and just sit with me, and just kind of sit there, just next to me, and just chill. She would lie down and just sit down with me, and it was really nice.
You call, darling? Looks like it's endorsement time. All you penguins out there.
We're gambling. We're gambling, I mean, without the voice crack.
And I'm telling you, this young girl here is the next hot thing, guaranteed. Watch as she beats these hard-boiled card players at their own game on her first try. This game is easy to understand, darling. You just guess which number of card the other player's holding from 1 to 10. Which
It's
card
3.
holding, darling?
Obviously, we can see it's 3 because the camera panned around. That's funny. But also, I wonder what happens if you get it wrong. I don't really want to do that because I feel like that'll affect my score.
Fantastic, incredible! The answer is indeed 3! Folks at home, you have just witnessed the stunning intuition of a true star! Make sure you join her fan club, DJ Grooves out.
I like how we're building a fan club even though I haven't starred in any movies. At least not for this guy. And I could have done this level first. It's all about the public image these days. Hey, it's the camera guy.
The moon is pretty alright.
I didn't know he was here.
It feels great finally being here after all these years. But that darn Steve from work sent me a postcard from the sun. He says it's great. I can't believe that guy, always trying to one-up me.
How might one go to the sun? think I'm being pretty thorough. I'm gonna collect these heart ponds. I don't know if they go towards my overall score count, but I'll grab them anyway. Another endorsement.
All, darling.
That's a lot of fish.
Darling, I'd have to mention this. Cooking show hosts have a terrible track record of getting angry and swearing on screen. Try not to use the P word, okay?
The
Don't
P
say
word.
P-E-C-K. The conductor is.
So I love the penguins at the front, at the bottom there.
It'll get him in trouble someday. Until then, let's keep our show clean. Hello, viewers! Even the biggest celebrities have to eat. And I've got with
That
me the biggest
fish
celebrity
looks
of
looking
them
pretty
all.
good. It totally doesn't look like it's made of plastic.
Tell us, darling, what kind of condiments do you like on your tuna sandwiches?
I could just say peck. I don't like tuna sandwiches. So there is no suitable option here. So I guess my only option is to peck.
Darling! I mean, fellow viewers!
Peck.
Look at the mouth on this young girl. She's really something. Shoot! Get out of this endorsement as soon as you can before the old cool ones watching TV notice what just happened.
That was my only valid option. Okay, is there any more endorsements or things I can interact with? Oh, cart. Surprised I kind of went right through that. I think have I done everything? I think I might have. There's still some loose ponds I can grab. I think I've done everything. I feel like if there was more I could do, I would have seen it. Whatever, I think I've done good enough at least. My eyes are closed. Oh, okay, and they're open. It's just too shiny. Picture Perfect, directed by DJ Grooves, starring DJ Grooves as the stylish mentor, blah 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 blah, whatever. Ooh. So we've got 632 points and 500 points. 1,000. Oh my god, beating the conductor by quite a bit. I didn't get all the evidence for the conductor's movie. I wonder if I wouldn't have thought that would have affected the score quite so drastically. I don't know. Okay, let's check out the diary entry again. So how many ponds do I have now? What the hell? I only have 240? I swear I collected more than that. Day 9. Oh my gosh, that big penguin DJ said I could be a star. I wonder if he means like a pop star. Wait, do I have to learn how to sing? Maybe an internet star. No, a movie star. DJ Groove says that he's going to take care of all of that stuff. I just have to show up on set and I'm going to be famous. I can't wait. I just hope I don't have to sing. I'm sure she has a lovely singing voice. I used to, when I was younger, when I was little, you know, before my voice got deeper. Oh, look, our pictures. I used to be considered, like, have a really nice singing voice. Like in school and stuff. I'd get complimented on it a lot. I don't think that's me. I'm not trying to sound, like, egotistical, because I don't really care about if I'm good at singing or not all that much. But I used to get told that a lot when I was younger. I have no idea if I still do though, because I haven't attempted to sing in years. Basically, since school. I'm not gonna lie, it is sometimes like a goal of mine to sing in front of people someday. Like, I don't know. Some, like, you know, it's just one of those little things I'd like to, you know, that's like a bucket list thing. I'd like to sing in front of people. At least once, you know. But that's the thing, I don't know if I can sing. I have an incredibly fragile voice. My voice cracks all the time. I bet you still have a nice singing voice. Well, who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I haven't tried. Not even to myself. I guess I'm too nervous to learn the answer to that question. Do I have a good... I'm kind of in this middle limbo land where I don't know if I can sing or not. And I think I'd rather that than having a definitive answer. I don't know. Someday I'll give it a shot. Okay, there's a time rift on the Murder on the Owl Express. Let's go grab that. Oh, so hi there, Loveless. I just got in and heard you can sing. If you ever hum a few bars, we'll cheer you on. Oh, that's it. I don't know if I can sing. I don't know. I was pondering it. I used to be able to sing rather well when I was younger for like school plays and stuff. I remember for school plays, there was this one school play. It was in primary school. I was about 10 or 11, one or the other, and I didn't get a main part in the play. I never did, actually. I always tried my best, but I never got like any sort of like main part in any performances. What I did get though was a solo song, or a part, or a solo part in a song. Basically, it and one of there were 3 of us who got solos for this song. Basically, the 3 of us would be singing the main verses, and then everyone joins in for the chorus. But the 3, me and the other 2 soloists would sing the main verses. Funnily enough, so it was me. The other 2 soloists were like a friend of mine, and the other one was actually my twin. Was actually Sleepy Grim, who was the other soloist. Because apparently we were both pretty good at singing back then. Who knew? Yeah, so I had a solo part. And I was really nervous about that. They didn't give me the option to back out. I always thought that was really funny. I think that's really, really odd in school plays, where they never really give you the option if you want to participate in any of it or not. Like, at least they never said that you could do that. Like, what if I didn't want to sing a solo? Did they consider that at all? I did it because I still wanted to be a part of the show. I guess I wasn't a good enough actor. Oh, that is dope. What show is it? I don't know if you're familiar with the story of Jonah and the Whale. I think it's a Bible story. Actually, I'm almost certain it is a Bible story. Because it has God in it. He's a character. That was the show we were doing, and I guess it's a musical. But yeah, that was the show we did. And I sung a solo for that. And Grim sung another verse, and then our friend sang the third. Yeah, I'm familiar. It sounds cute. Yeah, it was funny because like both, because I don't know if this is a common thing, but our school did this where okay, I gotta like explain for those like who don't know how like schools in the UK work. So like I think in America you have like middle school and high school or whatever. We don't call it that. We have primary school, secondary school, and then college after that. So in primary school it starts at year 1 and then it ends at year 6, and then secondary school starts at year 7 and ends at year 11, I think. So what was funny is that for years 3 and 4, the classes for years 3 and 4 were actually combined. So the classes were filled with half students who were like year 4 and then half students who were year 3. So there were 2 different age groups in single classes, which was very unusual. But how it worked is that the year 4 students were doing Jonah and the Whale, while the year 3 students got to do Finding Nemo as their play, which isn't a real play, it's a movie. So basically, like, a teacher, I guess, came up with the idea to adapt Finding Nemo into a school play, and it was really awkward and confusing, did not convey the story of the movie well at all. Interesting take on the story, I would say, from what I remember. Also, game not playable? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Daves. Yeah, so I guess how the school plays worked then was that they were given the theme of like underwater. So my teacher did the, you know, the whale thing, the Bible whale story, and then the younger students in the year below me did Nemo. It was weird because it was so odd. I don't remember, because we never saw their rehearsals, so we only ever really saw the show. And from what I remember, from my basic memory of how it went, it was like they were telling the story of Finding Nemo, but like as a documentary, which admittedly is an interesting idea, but the problem is that it was just way too confusing because stuff was like happening at different times. It was not conveyed very well. So they were like telling the story as if it had already happened, and they're like interviewing the characters and flashing back to moments of the story. It was very bizarre, and obviously everyone was dressed up as fish, and it was at times difficult to tell who was who. I don't know, an interesting idea. I feel like the teacher who came up with that just had a vision, and I don't think it entirely went right. It's funny that they just made up a play. Yeah, we did like an actual story, but they did whatever the heck that was. I mean it broken, laggy, glitchier, don't buy it on Switch. Oh yeah, I agree with that. The Switch version of this game is not that great. I would not recommend it. I'm playing the PlayStation 5, actually no, PlayStation 4 version. I'm just playing it on the PS5. Which I don't think has any major issues. It doesn't have like mod support, obviously, but it performs well, I think. Yeah, on the Switch, I would not recommend this game. It doesn't run super great. It'd be cool if they did a Switch 2 version, but I don't know if that's going to be... I don't know if they'd really bother with that at this point. Anyway, we have 2 options for our next chapter, but this one requires a key item that I don't have. I think it requires the hook shot, which we get from the next chapter. So I'm wondering if I should not do this chapter and then come back later. Or I could do the big parade now. You know what? Actually, no. Let's go get the hook shot. The hook shot is located in the hook shot is located in Subcon Forest, which is chapter 3. And I'd like to ideally do all the chapters, all the levels in a chapter before moving on to the next one. But seeing as how we need an upgrade from a later chapter, I guess I'll make a start on the next chapter. Okay, let's go. So this chapter is pretty memorable. Time Rift. So yes, chapter 3, Subcon Forest. There's a Time Rift near this crystal-y thing. Act 1, Contractual Obligations. Chapter, Subcon Forest. Mission, Recover the Fallen Timepiece. Term of Day, Requiem. Atmosphere, Tense. What the hell does Term of Day mean? And what does Requiem mean? Okay, let's sign away our soul. This is the spooky chapter. This chapter is legit really freaky at times. Well, not really freaky, but it's like kind of like, whoa. Like, ugh. I was not expecting that. And it's also just got some cool music and cool locations, and it's spooky.
Welcome, young one.
This place is really spooky. Be scared. I'm pretty sure there's a way to get up on this tree. I think I just could climb up the vine. Oh, sorry, Loveless. I don't think I gave you a proper greeting. Hello, I hope you're doing alright. I might have said hello already. I don't remember. That's why I'm not buying Switch 2, be rubbish like first one. I mean, I can't really blame that opinion. I can't really deny that. Because I personally really like the Switch. It's not that I get it, it's underpowered, but I'm a believer of the idea. Oh god, my voice. Of the idea that you know, it's power isn't everything. But I get that it does, you know, hold the system back in a lot of ways. I am actually excited for the Switch 2. I know it's kind of a hot topic, a tricky topic. Let it be known, if people aren't happy with the Switch 2, if people don't want to get it, people don't like it, I don't blame that at all, because I understand that there are certain aspects to it that people aren't okay with. But as a big Nintendo fan, I am inevitably gonna want to play a lot of the games that are on it, and again, I'm not really all that hung up on like the power aspect of it. It seems good enough for me. But again, I mean, if you're not into the Switch 2 or like the Switch in general, I think that's valid. I think that's understandable. I can't really blame you for that. But you know, the things about Switch and Switch 2 or whatever that people don't like aren't things that bother me much. That's the beauty of differing wants and desires, I suppose. Dragonfly redeemed a posture and a hydrate. Good idea. I've been drinking a lot of water because it's really, really warm in this room. I'm dying a little bit. Oh crap. I got caught in a net again. I'm happy that people have other options like a Steam Deck and Switch One. Not every console is for every person. Oh my god. There's thumps approaching me. I introduced you, a fan favorite character in this game. Happy that everyone has other options like Steam Deck and Switch One. Not every console is for every person. Yeah. I got fed up of them selling broken games. That's understandable. To be honest, my rule with getting games on the Switch was, if it's a multi-platform game, I get it on PlayStation or something else. If it's a Switch exclusive, like a first-party Nintendo game, then obviously I get that on Switch. Especially because the first-party Nintendo games are always the most polished. Like, yeah, there's a lot of broken games on the Switch that don't work as well because it's underpowered hardware compared to others. So for those games where there are other options, I'll get it on a different system. But in my experience, like first-party Nintendo games are typically fairly polished. Not all of them, but they're like not glitchy or anything, you know. It's like performance can be up in the air, but they're polished experiences in a certain regard. Yeah, if there was ever like a multi-platform game, I'd always just get it on PlayStation or something else, because then it'd just be better that way, wouldn't it? And I'm not really that into the portability aspect of it. I never use the Switch for portability. It's just not my way. Yeah, like when they announce like a new port or a new multi-platform game, it's always like, well, the Switch version is obsolete, basically, because you can get it on something else. I think that will be less prominent on the Switch too, though, because it's a bit more powerful. Switch 2 seems more powerful than I thought it was going to be. Supposedly it rivals the strength of the PlayStation 4, which is pretty impressive for a handheld hybrid system, if you ask me. I mean, they got Cyberpunk running on that, apparently, which is really impressive. I looked at some like comparisons, and it seems like Cyberpunk runs better on Switch 2 than it does on Steam Deck, which is interesting. But I don't know. Again, I'm not really all that concerned with the power of everything, but I can see why other people are.
Tell you what, though. Hang on a minute. You get to live. That's right. Aren't you lucky? Normally I'd eat your soul and toss your body, but you're lucky one. You won the lottery because I just happen to be missing the brain-dead servant.
Cool.
That's right.
That's me.
Got himself killed, his head popped off, and now I need a new tower boy. So tell you what, I've got a piece of paper here. Don't worry about the details. I just need you to sign right here at the bottom.
Sign on the dotted line. Cool, a contract. Let's sign it. Contract. Clean out Subcon well. Find Subcon village, murder the spirits, clean the well. The following parts of the forest will be available, Act 1, Act 2. I'll be keeping the following hostage, your soul. But keep anything you find on the way. That sounds neat, let's sign it. I like how she did a little winky face.
That seals the deal. We're in business. Let me just rub this real quick.
Ow, my soul! That's mine. You feel exceedingly empty inside.
Whoops. Guess this soul belongs to me now.
I'm sure that's not important.
Don't worry though. If you finish your chores quickly, you'll have your soul back real soon. And don't you dare forget our little contract. I put it in your start menus.
I already lost my soul when I listened to Sonic music backwards. Okay, now we got to go find the well, murder some spirits, and have a good time. I am now without a soul. What does this mean? Not much. See, souls aren't important. See, look, I am without a soul currently, and I'm doing just fine. Okay, cool. We got Dweller's Mask yarn. Can I stitch a new hat? I surely can.
1, 2, presto!
Nice! We got the Dweller's Mask. This is one spooky mask. Press L2 to see the world through a dweller's eyes. Yeah, this one's kind of cool. It's like a fox mask and you've got like crazy eyes. And then if you press the button, you can be like, wow. You can see everything. Or at least stuff that's invisible in your immediate area. So you can use it to find hidden doodads. I would buy £500 of Blu-ray movies before Switch 2. Hey, if you're into movies, that's a... You can get a hell of a lot of movies from that. That sounds like a, you know, a decent use of money. You get a lot of bang for your buck there. I mean, I don't know, it depends on the movies. I'm sure destroying these gravestones won't have any repercussions. I don't think I'll be getting any sort of, like, you know, freaky curse or something. I'll die in 7 days. Oh, those are the spirits I'm supposed to murder. They're little Firefox spirits. Do you remember Firefox? You know, the web browser? That's what these spirits are. I don't know. But lame. I missed. Oh, wait. Ow, crap. Wait, did it already explode? Oh, neat. I bought 2 this month already. Like 2. Did you got 2 Blu-rays? That's neat. What movies are you getting? I'm not a very big movie person myself, so. Oh, 20, I mean. Oh, crap. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Oh, that's crazy. Any particularly interesting ones? I wouldn't ask you to name all 20. Okay, I'll come back for that. There's another piece of yarn. How do I get the yarn? I gotta get one of these explodey fruits. And I've gotta imbue them with the power of exploding spirits. Nice! Yeah, this chapter has a really cool look to it. It's all spooky. It's got spirits and stuff. Whoa, hello! Not even if I wanted to. He's kind of got like a jester collar around him a little bit. I think this guy does have a backstory. I don't remember what it was though. But we shall learn it eventually.
Those incredibly annoying fire spirits are sitting right there in the middle of my village. Their little dance is creating these incredibly annoying barriers that stop me from getting to parts of my forest. It's almost like they're trying to put an end to me. How adorable.
Maybe I should help them.
I don't care how you do it, as long as they suffer for entering my domain. Anyways, back to work, trooper. This isn't a vacation, and I'm getting impatient.
I'm pretty sure the guy who voices the Snatcher, that's who that was, by the way, that's his name. I'm pretty sure he's a YouTuber. Or at least was at one point in time. Or maybe still is, I don't know. Horrors, action, Marvel movies as well? Cool. I have not seen many Marvel movies. I think I'd like to maybe try getting into Marvel sometime. Or at least the earlier ones, because apparently the newer ones can be hit or miss with most people. But my difficulty with getting into Marvel is that there's so much. There's so many movies. And it's the kind of thing where, because it's all one big universe, it's it feels like I kind of have to watch everything in order to understand everything. Like, there was a point where I was only really interested in watching, like, Spider-Man and maybe, like, the Iron Man ones. I don't really care about any of the others. But, like, there's, like, crucial, like, information in each of them. It's the kind of thing where, it's all supposed to be one big interconnected story for the most part. So, and there's and I think that's actually really cool. The idea of like a cinematic universe like that is really cool. I actually really like that idea. It does mean that it's really difficult for new people to get into certain movies. If you only care about one, you're not going to be able to fully understand everything unless you've seen all the prior ones. Like, I saw the first of the Spider-Man Marvel movies, and while I can understand it relatively okay, there was clearly a lot of stuff that already happened in the past that I had no context for. So I don't know. Maybe I should try like starting at the beginning and just seeing everything. I don't know. Maybe I'd like it. I don't know. I like that spooky guy. Good design. And voice. Yeah. He's a fan favorite character for a reason. He's on this game's logo. Like, he's included on the logo. He's very prominent. Okay, I'm kind of just exploring this little area. Okay, well, that guy's dead. Or trapped in a hellscape, one or the other. Do you like horrors? I don't think I've ever seen a horror movie in my entire life. Not like an actual, like, super scary horror movie or anything. I've played, like, a couple horror games. I've never actually seen a horror movie, though. I don't know... I'm not really that big of a movie person in general. I'm not saying I don't like movies, it's just I'm much more into games than movies. So I've never actually seen a horror movie. I'd be interested if anyone had any suggestions. The kind of movies that I like, I'm not really a big fan of like the super like jump scary ones. The kind of like spooky stuff that I'm into is like more psychological, like a mystery and like I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, psychological horror stuff I think I prefer over like, you know, thrillers and like violence and like that sort of thing. Like, you know, that like blood everywhere. I like the psychological stuff, the stuff that makes you think there's like a mystery or some kind of spooky shenanigans, you know. I think that stuff is cool.
We want to die. Yay!
You're cheery.
We want to burn bright and then burn out. Become a cloud of smoke. Our bonfire needs more fuel. Only the finest paintings will do.
So you want to die?
Can you help us?
Sure, I was going to do that anyway. It's so much. I can't be expected to watch 5 TV shows and 19 movies to understand what's happening now. I can't do it. Yeah, I think that's its biggest, like, flaw. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts in that way, where you kind of have to have seen everything or played all the games in order to get the full picture of everything. The thing with Kingdom Hearts is that the series ultimately revolves around the same core group of characters. Where with Marvel, there's like all sorts of different characters with different like stories, but they all do intersect with each other. But it's like, I only care about like a couple different superheroes, I don't care about all the others. But I'm gonna be lost if I don't see all of it, so...
You'll come with me. I'll borrow you real quick.
I'm watching them for 45 years, been watching them from age of 8. Oh, crazy, so you must be a real movie enthusiast then, or at least a horror movie enthusiast. You must have seen a lot. Like a lot. Yeah, I've never really seen an actual horror movie myself. Maybe someday. Depends what it is. I've always been a very fearful person, so I'm not sure how I'll respond to watching an actual horror movie.
You'll come with me. Come with me.
And there we go. Oh! Hey, I burned my face off. Cool, we murdered the spirits. Now we have left to do is clean out that manky well.
Please tell me they suffered. You murdered them, right? I bet you strangled them.
They asked me to.
Don't think I'm done with you yet. There's more of these pests around my forest, and I need you to take care of every single one.
I'm like your plucky little assistant.
Clean up the subcontinent. That's right, you're a plumber now. Congratulations on your promotion. I also have some
I'm a plumber. I'm like a Super Mario.
that I can undo myself. And hey, as long as I need you, you get to stay alive. What a deal, huh? But enough talk. You look like you can handle multiple things on your plate at once. Let's give you an additional contract. Pick one, but only one.
I'm gonna have to do both contracts at some point anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much which one I pick. Where'd my hat go? Why is my hat invisible now? That's weird. My hat's invisible. I was just trying to do the funny dance, and my hat went invisible. Oh well. Yeah, see millions. Do you have a favorite horror movie, perhaps? That might be a difficult question. Let's see. Enter the manor, find out what's in the attic, or deliver packages to my 10 of my minions. I'll do the attic one because it's chapter 4 or act 4. I'll be keeping the following hostage: your soul. Keep anything you find on the way. Okay, let's sign it. I wonder what language she's signing in. Some kind of alien language. And I like how she puts like a little icon next to it. It's really cute.
You're looking for timepieces, right? I found one of them while hunting somewhere, so you can keep
Can you make my hat visible again?
getting parts of the contract. Because guess what? I'm not legally obligated to.
Buy them. Oh, my hat's back. No, don't have a particular favorite. Yeah, I imagine if you've seen that many stuff, it'd be difficult to pick out just one. Yeah, horror is a genre I don't have a ton of experience with. I've played a couple horror games, but that's not really saying a ton. The only horror games I've played is like a couple Resident Evil games, and also I played Bendy and the Ink Machine and its sequel. And I imagine those are very tame as horror games go. That's why I played them. Okay, let's grab this time thing. I got me a genuine time thing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this chapter until I unlock the hookshot. And then I'll go back to the movie chapter because I need the hookshot for that. So I guess doing one chapter per stream is not gonna be the goal then, if I'm jumping between chapters. Okay, we've got to check the diary. Day 10. What is this place? There's spiders and ghosts and a big creepy grinning person thing. They said they were gonna kill me, but they made me sign some paper instead. I think they took my soul or something. Say what? They took my soul or whatever. Nothing important, though. Whoop. Okay, so we can either do Chapter 2 Subcon Well or Chapter 4 Queen Vanessa's Manor. I like to do the acts in order, so I'll do the Well. Chapter Subcon Well. Obligation, clean the old well. Term of the day, Allegro? Atmosphere tense. What does term of day mean? And it's always it's a different word every time. What's Allegro? Am I saying that right? Allegro. Allegro. Oh, this is where we get the hook shot. Okay, cool. I remember watching Evil Dead in 1981. First one I watched got all Evil Dead movies on Blu-ray. Oh, cool. I've heard the name. I don't know exactly what it is though, but I have heard that name. It sounds familiar. Okay, can I buy something? I can buy an extra badge slot. That's handy. I shall purchase. I like how he bounces when he gets the pawns. Cool, now we can equip an additional badge. Let's see. What should I do? I'll get the anime beam, so I can fire anime beams from my umbrella. Pretty neat. Okay, let's go find that well. Well. Pixel, do you have a favorite movie or genre? Oh, interesting question. Do I have a favorite movie? Huh. Well, that's a difficult question for me because I'm not a big movie person, as I said before, so that is a difficult question for me to answer. I mean, it's not like I don't enjoy watching movies occasionally, it's just I'm not as into them as I am with games. Because answering the question of what my favorite genre of game is, that's easy. Movies? It's not something I've thought too much about. But let's see. Do I have a favorite movie? I don't know if I do. My favorite Disney movie is Treasure Planet. That's my favorite Disney movie, if that helps. And I do like Disney movies. Or at least animated ones. So that's probably a solid choice of favorite movie. It's a great one. Underrated. And then my favorite genre, I guess action-adventure. But I do like a good mystery. I like a good murder mystery. Murder mysteries are fun. Yeah, action-adventure. I do adore time travel stuff as well. I love the concept of time travel. I know time travel can get really confusing and a little bit tropey and, you know, messy, but I love that sort of thing. I love time travel. I think it's so interesting. So yeah, hopefully that gives you a solid idea of the kinds of stuff that I like. But all that stuff isn't exclusive to movies. That sort of stuff I'll appreciate in any kind of media, really. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I've recently developed an appreciation or a fondness of romance movies. And I don't know if that's odd or not, because that's so, like, far outside my wheelhouse. I don't know why, I just really like... I don't know, I like sweet little romance films, I don't know. I once watched an entire movie, it was around Christmas a couple years ago, and I didn't watch the movie intentionally, it was just kind of on while I was home alone. and it was like a I don't know what the movie was. I don't remember what it was called, so I couldn't tell you. It was like a romance film that took place at Christmas, and so it was a Christmas movie as well. So it was like, you know, it was like all whimsical and crap. And I don't know, I just really got into it. I was like, it started as it just being in the background while I was working on other things. And then by the end, I was like genuinely invested, and I was like, will they get together in the end? And it's like, no duh they do, but I found it compelling for some reason. Oh, I love Treasure Planet. I need to rewatch it as an adult. It holds up really well. Outside of like, because there's like certain aspects to the film that were very lost on me when I was little. I find that when rewatching a lot of films, there's like a whole element to it that you understand a lot better as an adult. There are certain movies where I realize watching them now that I really didn't know what was going on in these movies when I watched them when I was little. Well, yeah, an example of that would definitely be The Incredibles, which is a Pixar movie, in case you don't know about it. It's a really good movie, would recommend. Love it. It's like a pretty early Pixar film, so it's a bit dated, but I think it's aged really well considering. That was a movie that, watching it as an adult, it's pretty dark and pretty... Like, yeah, I clearly when I watched it as a kid, I was just into the superhero stuff with the powers and the whatever. But there's like a lot of politics, there's like a lot of death in that movie, a lot of like really complex situations with the characters that were completely lost on me when I was little. I just thought the powers were neat. And I loved the movie even back then, before I really understood what it was about. But that's a cool movie to watch when you're older and you can actually understand what it is. It doesn't feel like a kid's movie. It kind of feels more like it's geared towards an older audience. Weird, huh? What best game would you say you played? Oh, really? What game do you think is... what's my favorite game? That's a good question. I know it's not a very popular... Well, I don't know, it's hard, because what I deem the best game and what I deem my favourite game are two different things. If you were to ask me what I think the best game is, I don't think there is an answer. I don't think the best game exists, because it all depends on who you ask. If your question is more like what my favourite game is, then I can answer that, no problem. My favourite game is Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I know it's not super popular, especially 3. I know not everyone is into it, and there are certain aspects of that series that people aren't into and don't like and think are silly. I get all that, but the simple fact about Kingdom Hearts is that it does everything that I look for in a game. It has everything that I want, and I just like 3 because it's fun and I like it. Hope that answers your question. Mine is Bloodborne, Mario Wonder, Mario Odyssey. Those are some really good picks. I've never played Bloodborne myself. I don't think it's a game that's kind of for me. I know that Bloodborne is incredibly popular and a lot of people like it, and it's probably for a good reason, because what I've seen, it does look really cool and fun. It's just that I think when it comes to games, the game's overall tone and vibe can really make or break it for me. Like, if a game is too dark and too gloomy and a bit too, I don't know, like, dreary, I think that can kind of turn me away, and Bloodborne does fall under that category. I need a bit more vibrantness and colours to help draw me in. It's not a necessity, like, I can get into darker games. Like, if it's a, like, say, I played Resident Evil, I mentioned that, and I really liked the games that I played from that series. For that, like, the darkness and stuff of that is part of the fact that it's a horror game, and that's what I like about it. So it's not impossible for me to get into darker games, but it's a bit harder, I will say. It requires a bit of a particular kind of game. But yeah, Mario Wonder and Mario Odyssey. Like Mario Wonder's a bit more of a recent game, so it's cool that you like it as much as you do. And Odyssey is also really good. Love that a lot. One of my favorite Mario games, at least 3D ones, is probably Galaxy. But that was one of the first. That was like the first Mario game I ever played. At least the first one that I got actually invested in. And Mario Wonder is really good too. I would like to stream Mario Wonder at some point. I already played it when it came out, but I'd love to stream a playthrough of Mario Wonder at some point. Because that would be fun stuff, I think. We can go get the timepiece now. Also, we cleaned out the well. Well, well, well. Okay, we got to check back with our diary. Day 11. I thought I saw some weird tower poking out from from between the trees and the gross swamp, but it turns out it's a big old well. The Snatcher told me so. At first I thought he was just being nice, telling me neat stuff to look for, but then he told me I'm going to have to go down there where it's smelly and dark. Shouldn't grown-ups usually be keeping kids out of wells or something? Ah, she has such a simple mind. Okay, there's a time rift over there by a giant pipe, and there's also one around this giant crystal thing. Okay, next we're going to do Queen Vanessa's Manor. Probably the most memorable act in this entire game for me, because when I played this level for the first time, when I first played this game, I kid you not, I was genuinely scared by this act. I genuinely found this scary. Mainly because I just didn't know what was going to happen. Now that I've played this game a few times, I know what's going to happen. I don't find it that scary, but it's definitely creepy though. But yeah, this act genuinely scared me when I first played this game, so let's do it. And yeah, that art really paints a picture, doesn't it? This is like the horror act. I like this game, but a lot spoiled game on the Switch. Yeah, the Switch version of this game, from what I've heard, is not very good. But hey, it's a good thing that the Switch version is not the only version, you know. That would be a problem if it was exclusive to Switch.
Manor is this way.
Yeah, you can play the other versions, and it's all good. Whoa! Gone into the Snatcher's void of wonder. I love his theme music.
Have you even completed your contractual obligations yet? Don't take it personal, kid, but stay clear of my traps. There's only so many times my voice can handle yelling like that. You're taking the experience away from other people.
Oh, silly me. He sounds like he's having so much fun. Again, it feels like every voice actor in this game just had a lot of fun with it. And you can tell, you know. In a way, like the fact that it does feel like, you know, the voice actors were allowed to just have a lot of fun with their line deliveries and stuff. And to an extent, it kind of almost makes the game feel less, the voice acting feel less professional, I guess. But it kind of makes the game have more life, you know? It gives it more personality, which is more important than being professional. Not that I know what that means, really. I don't know, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to get at. It feels like a lot of the way these characters talks feel kind of real to me. It doesn't entirely feel like they're acting, if that makes sense. Toilet of Doom or deliver subcon mail. Let's do Toilet of Doom because it's Act 3. Sign on the dotted line.
Not a bad choice. This one should be a breeze. You're leaving all the difficult contracts for the newbies, though, which is really rude when you think about it. Whatever. I'm off. Smell you later.
You do realize I took the contract about a toilet, right? When I could have picked the delivering mail one. The like one is definitely easier than the other. This place is neat. Also, it's one of the only times in this game, I think, where you have a different idle animation. Because it's all cold and stuff. I don't think that happens a lot in this game. So yeah, this place is pretty spooky. You ready to be spooked? Be scared.
Manor is this way.
Dong. Okay, so we can get some... Oh wait, we can actually use the Dweller's Mask here to step on these platforms, but like just in case you don't have it yet, the game has these bells for you to use instead. Yeah, I think maybe not really a problem exactly with the hats in this game, but like an aspect of them, is that even though the game is called A Hat in Time, so hats are obviously a big part, they don't feel like a big part. It's not like they're a part of the story or anything. Also, most of the hats feel very situational. You can get around a lot of areas without even using some of them. Some of them are like super useful, like, you know, the running one, that's just generally useful. Others just feel a little bit situational, like you don't really have to use them. And maybe that's more of a good thing, because it means you're not forced to use the hats all the time if you just want to focus on the platforming. I don't know. In a sequel, it will be interesting to see if they come up with new hats that have multiple functions. Multiple useful functions. Like maybe certain hats that, like, give you an extra jump or something. I don't know. Or some kind of mobility improvement. There's no need this to be bad on Switch. Hollow Knight runs great. Well, I guess so, but Hollow Knight and A Hat in Time are very different. I'm not an expert on how optimization works. Maybe A Hat in Time on Switch isn't very well optimized. Or maybe A Hat in Time is just demanding, but I don't know. I think Hollow Knight is just... it's got a simpler... like... it's got simpler visuals, I think, though. I mean, Hollow Knight looks really great. I love the way Hollow Knight looks. But I think with Hollow Knight, I think it's a thing where, like, the game is not that demanding because Hollow Knight's a game where it's more about the art style over the fidelity and, like, the power of it all. It's like the style is doing all the heavy lifting. And, you know, there's a lot of probably, like, it's probably a lot easier to optimize a 2D game than a 3D one, you know? Still, the Switch version running as bad as it does, probably it shouldn't be that bad, but I do think there's a bit more to it. I hope there is not a 2, like not A Hat in Time 2. I don't know, I'm kind of like... I mean, this game getting a sequel is not something I think about too often. But it's like, I'm kind of just down for whatever. If they want to do a sequel to this game, great. If they don't, then I'll live. But I love this game so much, I would like to see more of it, really. Okay, why is my camera gone weird? It's gone isometric. I can't zoom in and out of my camera anymore. I've glitched it. I've glitched my camera. I can't zoom in and out anymore. It's because I used the camera badge. Okay. Hopefully that fixes itself. Okay, we made it to the manor. Okay, I can zoom in and out now. Cool. Yes, bad developers. Really, like the developers of this game? Okay, the front door is locked. Because Dedoy. And the music here is really cool. I'm gonna mention a really obscure Flash game. But when I was younger, I was really into Garfield. You know, the cat that likes lasagna, in case you don't know. I'm pretty sure most people know what Garfield is. I was really into Garfield, and there was this Flash game that was like a horror. It probably wasn't like actually scary, but like it was like a spooky game where you play as Garfield, and you've got to like find donuts and not die from ghosts and crap. And for some reason, this section of the game reminds me of that. I don't know if that game is still like somewhere on the internet. It would be crazy if it was. I'd like to revisit it and see, because I don't think I ever beat it. You know, back then I was what you might call bad. So, I don't think I ever beat it. There's a special thing up here. This is a pretty well-hidden spot. It's a relic. It looks like to be a piece of bling. Magical bling. I can't believe I've never heard of a Garfield Flash game. I mean, Garfield were pretty popular. Oh, there's a Snatcher token. I'll have to remember to come get this. Yeah, Garfield's pretty popular. It'd be weird if he didn't have any Flash games, because all the popular things got Flash games. But yeah, it was like a really old Garfield Flash game. I think there were two of them. Like, I think there was a sequel. And yeah, it was like a 2D game. You just kind of wander around and you have to look for donuts without getting, you know, scared to death by ghosts and spooks. I'm thinking about it now. I kind of really want to try and find it. Okay, are you guys ready for the game, the level that gave me nightmares? Here we go. This is like baby's first horror.
Boss told me to remind you, you signed that paper about not using your hats. Don't use them.
I'm not allowed to use my hats. Fine, I was probably going to forget I have them anyway. Got some urine. I got scared by simple things as a kid, so I'm sure your fear was valid. Yeah, like, this was probably my first exposure to, like, a horror game scenario, to be honest. Because, like, I'd never played horror games before. Until recent years, actually, so this was, like, my first exposure to, like, a horror scenario in a game. And, yeah, so this part of the game genuinely freaked me out. And hopefully you'll see why that is. Oh look, there was a dead guy here at one point. Cool. This level has a bunch of like little details that freak you out. Also, there's a bot in the chat. Bots are not tolerated. The only bots that will be tolerated are ones that actually want to strike up a noteworthy conversation. Otherwise, get out. Luigi 2 and 3 was great as well on Switch. I haven't played the first two Luigi's Mansion games. I've only played the third one. I was actually going to play the... I want to play the first two games when the first game is released on the GameCube Switch Online. And I've never played 2 before either. I've only played the third one, and I really liked the third one. It was great. Okay, here we are, in Dimension. Now, I am a little bit freaked out, even now. Especially because this bit gets loud. Hold on. I'm going to turn down my volume because this bit gets loud. Okay, where to go? Oh, oh no, okay, I lied. This is actually still a little bit freaky. It's the jump, I'm gonna hide under this thing. I don't know if she's actually gonna show, or... The freaking jump got me. Did I get anyone else? I don't know. I forgot that it's like, Bwong! And she like goes for you. We actively have to like... I don't like you talking. Am I good to leave? Am I good? Frickety doodah, there's a shadow under the door. I'm waiting. Okay, okay, let me plan out what I'm doing. Okay. Don't like the music. There's a key in that book. No, you don't. Go away. Oh my god, I hate this actually. How do I get the book? Go away. Okay. Oh god, she's there. There's a hiding spot over here. Is she ever gonna come in this room? Two's graphics and everything looks as good as 3. You should play. Yeah, I've heard that the remaster for Luigi's Mansion 3 is pretty cool. Luigi's Mansion 2, I mean. Yeah, I never played Luigi's Mansion 2. I didn't get it on the 3DS, and I haven't gotten it on Switch yet, because I'd like to play the first one before playing the second one. The shadow was right there. I don't know if the shadow indicates that she's gonna come in. What is that? Ah, piano key. Okay. I did a thing with the piano. Oh, she's there. I don't know if she can hear me. Oh my gosh, she's coming! I'm fine, I'm fine. Don't panic, just stay inside, just stay inside, just stay inside. She gone? Ew, there's like a bug. How do I get the book? Oh, you absolute arse. They got rid of the hiding spot. Fucking out of here. Okay, that opens that. Okay, next floor. We're not done yet. Ooh, I wasn't expecting this to actually get me again. It's been a while. I don't like the loud noise. Yeah, this would have ruined me as a child. Oh, boy, boy. Okay, key. I'm sorry about your hair, my prince. I just wanted our lengths to match, and color, and curl. You look wonderful. I don't like it. Also, there's frozen statues everywhere. That's not very fun. I don't give a crap. Okay, I think I'm okay. Wow, it's a nursery but with claw marks everywhere. That's fun. Go away. Oh, I wish I could just keep him always, locked up in chains in the cellar. But you can't chain a man, can you? Well, we saw those chains earlier, didn't we? So that answers the question. Oh, I got a balloon. I have a balloon. This makes me feel a little bit better. My prince enjoys his breakfast far too much. I'm jealous of that darn bacon. He loves it. No more bacon in this house. She seems problematic. Key. I think I gotta use the balloon to get the key. This is draining me. We got a thing. I don't know what those are called. No! I was stuck in a dialogue! Not fair. I didn't know the balloon would pop. I was stuck in a dialogue box. Rude. An old ruined diary. A lot of pages have been torn out. Turn to one that's left. Page 13. Why? What have I done wrong? In his letters he talks about her, a tutor. He says he loves me, but she sees him. I get letters and she gets his time. He is mine. Once his studies are finished, I'll have him back. Page 48. Dear Diary, today my prince left to begin his studies. He'll be so far away and for so long. He has promised to write. He won't forget me, will he? His beloved princess? He's coming back. Just one weekend, a short holiday from her. I will convince him to stay. I cannot let my love leave again. Sounds a little melodramatic. A little bit. Okay, I'm gonna hide under my safety chair. So you not played Outlast 1 and 2? No, I haven't. I've seen them though. I don't think I could handle those games. Yeah, I do not care much for you. I feel so exposed. She's right there. I don't think she can detect me. If I see her shadow, I think I'm fine. I've just got to be at least like a little bit. It's like to clue me in on where she is. So I'm gonna hide here for a sec. Then I'll grab another balloon and then I'll try and get the key down again. I just got to get the key. That's all it is. She's going there now. So I'm gonna grab Mr. Balloon. Oh, I can see her through the thing. So she's coming this way. Okay, I'm gonna immediately hide because that balloon's probably gonna pop again. Gonna be even worse when the key actually falls. Because you're a freak? Oh wait, let me guess, that balloon isn't gonna pop, is it? The game's trying to like fake me out. Maybe. I'm actually not confident. Is it gonna pop? No, I think the game is trying to keep me guessing. Oh god, look at the painting on the wall. You see the painting on the wall in the background there? Yeah, that didn't have Hat Kid's face on it before. That's a nasty detail. I don't like that! Wait, the balloon popped, now what? Also, what even broke? Resident Evil 7 in VR, good. Feel like you are toughing them. And you're in the game. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't think I could handle Resident Evil in VR. That sounds really scary. The only Resident Evil games I played are the remakes of 2, 3, and 4, and I've only actually finished the second one. I did like 2 and 3, but I just haven't gotten around to finishing them yet. Where is she? I can't tell where she is. Oh, that arse! She took the key. She might have gone off with it. Oh, she's in the shower. So this is my chance to get the key. My prince has gone. I really hope that's Crayon. So it seems like she's a queen, she had a prince, she was really possessive, and I guess killed him probably. Chained him in the basement. I think I just gotta get it and go! Stranger danger. And here I thought that was a scripted bit. I didn't know I could actually like lose that. Well, now what? Am I supposed to wait for it again? The shower again? I think I just gotta go in and out. Just get it real quick. Did she see me? I'm out. I wasn't sure if she saw me. Like, if it's like, does hiding matter if she sees me? Okay. I thought maybe, because I don't know how hiding works. Like, I don't know if it... Go away. I don't know how the hiding works. I don't know if it's like, if she sees you, then hiding doesn't matter. Or if it's like, once you hide, you're basically invisible. Am I safe? I don't know. I don't know. She's coming. What do I do? She was in the shower before. I don't know. Am I supposed to just go into the bathroom while she's not in there now? She keeps on exiting through that door. What I'm gonna do, once she leaves, I'm just gonna go out the side door and just beeline straight for the bathroom and see what happens. I'm worried because, like, if I get caught, do I have to redo this whole thing again? Because I super duper don't want to do that. Okay, let's go. Key's still here. Sweet. Sweetness. Okay, I've got the key. Oh, good. I think I made it just enough time. Okay, when she leaves, I'm gonna go straight for the door. Straight for the door. Now, Pixel. Go 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 go. Don't stop. Keep going. Use the key. Oh my god! I think we did it. I think this is the end. Okay, cool. I don't think she can get us here. Whew. I sure hope I didn't miss any collectibles because I'd really rather not do that again. Yeah, I think we're safe now. Yeah, I wasn't that didn't freak me out as much as the first time I played, but shockingly that freaked me out a fair bit. I think the last time I played this game was a couple years ago, but that time I played it co-op with my twin, because we were playing the PC version, and I was playing it with them. And it was a lot less scary because we were together and it was just kind of silly and stuff. Also, like, one of us could keep an eye on her while the other one, like, did all the stuff. Yeah, when you're alone, it's not quite a bit freakier. And I got the thing! Yay! So yeah, believe it or not, they made an entire DLC mode based around this chapter and that character. It was exclusive to the PC version though, because it uses the online multiplayer feature, which the console versions don't have. So yeah, I don't know if I'd really be all that into it. Curious to see what HackKid thinks about all that. Let's check her diary. Day 12. That Snatcher guy is such a jerk. Ugh, this stinks. Now I need to steal something of his from some old lady's attic? What's an old lady doing living in the spooky forest anyway? What? She's going to be creepy, isn't she? Old people really creep me out. Yeah, so I guess she wrote that before going. Oh, Toilet of Doom. Yeah, I'll do the Toilet of Doom. Toilet of Doom, subcon for us. Get rid of this weird toilet. Time of day encore. Atmosphere unpleasant. It's a turlet. Oh, there's like freaky, spooky pipes everywhere. Fun fact, this is the only other mini-boss in the game besides the Mafia barrel boss. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, this isn't the chapter's actual for real final super for real boss. It's a fake out. Also, hi there, Snatch Kid. How you doing? We just did the Vanessa's Manor, and I got scared a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. Just a little bit freaky. I have a hook shot, so I can do this now. I wonder where this is gonna drop me. I'm doing good, thanks for asking. I'm glad. I've been playing some more Hat in Time. I'm going a bit far away. Yeah, Vanessa's Manor, when I first did that act, when I first played this game, genuinely freaked me out. I was not expected to get as freaked out as I just did, though. It's very effective. I guess that's how you can tell that I haven't actually played that many horror games, because I feel like someone who has probably wouldn't be as bothered. Also, there's a time rift here. I might as well go for that. Time rift pipe. This is the nice, like, serene vibes that I need after everything. Oh god. The red jelly juice blocks, they fall. Why did I do that? Man, this game has such fun movement. I would like a sequel of this game. I can imagine some people not being into that idea, but I would like it if this game got a sequel. Like, why not, right? It's you can kind of do anything with this. What am I doing? I'm just not thinking before I act today. Oh, right, I'm supposed to go over here because there's a hookshot dealy.
Yeah,
That being said, I don't think I've actually died in this playthrough yet. Surprising. Oh, Snatch Kid, actually I have a question. I just thought of it. In this game, do you have a chapter that's your favorite? Do you have a favorite chapter? Because I'd be kind of curious on what chapter you like the most. Because they're all so different. They all have their own different little things, you know? Like, Mafia Town is a more, you know, typical 3D platformer, you know, location. Then every single one after that shakes things up in a big way. Or in a fairly big way, while still being a platformer, for the most part. I do quite like Battle of the Birds. Yeah, that is a good one. I don't know. That... I think my least favourite might be... There's a part of me that doesn't really entirely like Alpine Skyline. And I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because you don't actually meet anybody there. There's, like, not much of a plot there. Like, there is stuff going on, but there's not, like, any wacky characters to meet, you know? I don't know. As for my favourite... I don't know what my favourite was. I really liked the Yakuza Metro, but I only ever played that once because I've only played the DLC once, so I've kind of forgotten a lot of it, to be honest. But, I do remember liking what I played. I've just forgotten it. Actually, I want to keep traveling on those branches, see where those go. I've been thinking, and in terms of like 100%ing this game, I don't know if I actually will 100% it. I think I want to get every timepiece, but in terms of all the other collectibles, I don't know if I should really bother. Because I don't think you get anything out of it, and I don't even know if all that stuff really goes towards your completion percentage. I think it might just be the timepieces for the most part. You have to get every relic because those are connected to timepieces. But stuff like getting all the yarn or like all the cosmetic stuff, I don't think I'll bother with that. Or getting all like the rift tokens, because again that's just for cosmetics, which I'm not really too concerned about. I'll go for every timepiece, definitely, no doubt about that. Alright, sure. Ooh, there's a treasure. Obviously I'll go for collectibles if they're around, you know. Gotta have yarn. There's something up there. Whoops. I fell. Oh well, I'm down here now. I do think Alpine Skylines falls short on a few things. Yeah, I mean, I can't entirely put my finger on what it is for me personally. Maybe it's the more open world aspect, because, you know, every chapter in this game has its own sort of thing, you know? And with Alpine Skyline, instead of selecting, you know, the mission and then going to do it, it's free roam. It's an open world. You can go anywhere and just find collectibles as you like. There is no like choosing which, you know, timepiece to go for. You just go out and find them, which is cool, and I actually think that's a cool idea. to give that chapter a unique thing. But I don't know. Open world is a bit hit or miss for me at times. Depends how it's done, I think. I think it's easy to get lost, not know exactly where you're going. I think the thing with this game is that it doesn't have a map. Like there's no map screen, you can't like check. You can't pause the game and look at the map, there is no map. At least not a super clear one. There is like the compass badge, but that's not a full map. It just reveals the general direction that collectibles are in. So maybe that's one reason as to why it doesn't fully grab me as much. It's not like it's a bad chapter, it's just compared to the others. I need one of you. One big one for me is the fact it says it's open world, but it's more like do any chapter in the order you want. Yeah. Mafia Town feels more free than it. I mean, Mafia Town you do like select your timepiece, but you can go anywhere. But with Alpine Skyline, it's like, I don't know, it's not like open world, but you just kind of pick a direction and go down that path. I feel like not being able to select which timepiece you're going to go for kind of makes things a bit more confusing. Especially because it's like, you just kind of pick a way. You kind of have to remember where you've gone as well, because the timepieces aren't like marked exactly. So you kind of have to remember which direction you've been. It just gets a little bit confusing at times. Okay, shall I actually go and do the boss that I'm supposed to do? Okay, we gotta go fight the toilet. Yeah, there is a turret this way. I think maybe once I've done this this boss stage, I think I'll go back to Battle of the Birds, because I didn't finish it because I didn't have the hook shot for the train rush level. So I think I'll go back there after this, and then I'll do the rest of this after Battle of the Birds. Because a mid-boss is a good way to, like, you know, stop on this chapter and then return later. Die! Oh, I didn't do that intentionally, but I'll take full credit. Get the explodey fruit. Whoa! Freaking Undertale. I like the flowers and confetti and stuff. Okay, grab the fruit. Toss it. Ow. Music is really epic for fighting a toilet. Whoopsie! Okay, not entirely sure what I'm doing. Oh, I've got a hat flare on. I just want the classic hat. I didn't notice. Oh! I might die. Maybe. Ooh. Ooh, okay, how many more hits does it take? Okay, gotta jump when he jumps. I am... I'm scared of what I'm potentially gonna have to do for the Death Wishes. I don't remember really all that much about the Death Wishes. I just know there's like boss refights and stuff where they're harder. I got him. Your soul escaped into this outhouse. Whoops. Let's grab this timepiece. And that's 20. I forget how many there are in total, counting the DLC as well. I think there's like 57. Like the base game has 40, but counting the DLC, I think that bumps it up to 50 something. I just remember it being a really unsatisfying, uneven number. Okay, let's read the diary. Day 13. A toilet. A toilet. A toilet! Why is there a smelly, dumb, gross toilet in the forest, and why do I have to deal with something so smelly, dumb, and gross? That Snatcher's such a jerk. Why do I have to do this? I don't want to touch a toilet. She's so real. She just has this bluntness. 54, I think? Oh, okay. So we've almost unlocked that. I guess I haven't gotten the next contract yet, so... Oh wait, he was saying something. Hold on. All out of contracts? Nonsense! Explore my forest and you'll find more. Okay. Well, I want to do the train rush thing. Ow. Also, can I buy your thing now? No! I'm close. I won't really be using his compass until later anyway. Okay. Train Rush. Chapter Battle of the Birds. Starring Conductor, the Savvy Train Conductor. Some girl as Reckless Detonator and Owls as Owls. So I'm pretty sure this is just to get to the end. There's a timepiece.
Go on in. We're getting ready to shoot the biggest action movie in bird history. The movie is gonna be the bomb.
Hacket's face is like, that sounds nice.
And I mean bomb in the good way, picnic.
Language. It's nice to see the train without the detective filter on it. It's a nice train. Just ride the rails. Okay, I'm bored now. Let's go.
Did we load more explosives than you did today?
You get to see the train in its proper colors.
I hope today's not everyone.
Significantly reduce cooldown. Plug your ears. Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Certainly doesn't run late.
Alright, lassie. Listen up. I have some bad news.
Yeah.
That lever you just pulled, it starts the train self-destruct sequence, and that ain't no joke. It'll blow up. I need a movie with some real intense action.
You think that the self-destruct button would be in like the driver's car, right?
You can save us all, lassie. Get to the switch.
This is for drama. It's for the movie.
And you're better make it in time, alright? I don't care about the owls or yourself, but you don't dare blow up me train for real. It's my baby. The cameras are gonna be rolling.
He's he wants realism.
Over and out.
Okay, let's go.
2 minutes and 0 seconds until the
I have a vague memory of the death wish of this mission being actually really difficult now that I'm doing it. Whoopsie. Oh, I nearly missed that time. Oh, I can jump on the those cannonballs. Oh dear. Thought he didn't want his train destroyed. This is not my fault. Oh dear. I have an itch on my schnoz, but I'm a bit too invested in this to catch it right now. Okay, I'm good. Oh crap. One hour's calling his lawyer as we speak. Oh dear. There we go. Whoa! And we're going in. That was a cool transition. Two hearts. I don't know what these little, like, cupcake muffin enemies are. I can't get a proper look at them. Oh, what a nice little button. Is there any secrets? No, we're good. I have plenty of time.
Oh, you made it! And in time? Oh, look at all this raw footage we got! Look at how you're running for dear life! Oh, what? We did it in the name of cinematography! And to beat that no-good DJ Grooves. I bet he won't be able to make half the movie we just made. Alright, here.
I think I do prefer the...
Thingamajigs you like.
I do think I prefer the Conductors movies in general. I don't know, like I don't even know what DJ Grooves movies are even about. I like the murder mystery and the train blowing up stuff, you know? That's what people want to see. We've got 240 and... oh, so my score depends on how quick I was. Right, I think the Conductor's gonna lose. Oof. Because I haven't really been bringing my A game with the Conductor's time visas. Okay, I actually think I'm going to call it there for today. I haven't been streaming for too terribly long, but actually no, I haven't streamed for a decent amount of time, I guess. Yeah, it's just getting really warm in here, and it's being difficult for me to like fully focus, and also I'm not entirely like 100% like with it today, I think. So I'll just call it here for today, and that'll be that. Yeah, it's too hot. Yeah, it's kind of warm. It's not that warm, but it is a little bit warm in here, so it's gonna cool down a little bit for the next like week or so. So I should be fine. Bye for now. Sure thing, Dave. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, so I'll be stopping the stream in a couple minutes. So if there's anything anybody wants to say before I actually stop for reals, now's your chance. So do so. Yeah, I should be streaming next on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday should be more Paper Mario, Color Splash. if not, then more of this, I suppose. Just like got to account for the possibility that the Wii U won't work. So yeah, that's the plan. Thank you for joining me. If you did so, if you're watching on the VOD, I appreciate you as well. Yeah, good night. Good night to you too, Snatch Kid. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think I'm all good for today. So, with all that being said, I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe and hope to see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.